Hello everyone, welcome once again to Modeller's Corner. Sorry we weren't about last week here, but we'll explain more about that there in a wee minute here. So I'm joined once again by my good friend Chris.
Top of the morning.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Ben Hall might...
Do you want me to say more?
Well, not really, but oh well. Ben Hall might be joining us later on here. He's just running a wee bit late here, so once he's arrived, we'll bring him on board. And if anybody else in the group that we do our Modeller's Corners chatting out there, if any of them want to come along, we might have some mystery guests. We don't know. We'll see how we get on. So, how's everybody in the chat getting on? All doing good? I'd say they should be. So, as you know, we weren't on last week here. That was because of what with news going across the internet and out there. We weren't really in the mood really to do any modeling, and also in personal, I wasn't really feeling the best as well. I was going through a few just mental problem stuff at the minute, so I just decided to have a break last week there. So it's done me good there, and now I'm all set and ready to start modeling again. So so for tonight here, Chris, why don't you say what you're going to be working on tonight?
Right. Well, I've got this little thing here, and I'm going to break into it today because it's not worked since day one, so I want to have a wee nosy inside.
Okay. Is that all you're going to be working on?
Well, it depends how well it goes. I might have to work on something else later if that doesn't go well.
Well, people are most commenting about your dapple pug there, so I say you'll have to get that painted up at some stage.
Yeah, well, it will be someday.
Yeah. Right, well, from my end here, I'm going to be working on another building for my Brownstone Engines film, and in this case, it's a Country Inn kit, which, for those who know me, I model Farquhar quite a lot here, and I read in this wonderful book of the Alan DeSoto, It's People, History, and Railways. If you remember watching Tom Foster's Audrey Corner, you would have found out how much I paid for this. So if you want to find out, look for his streams and you'll find out. But it says in the book here that Farquhar does have a Country Inn called the Toby Jug, and it was then called after Toby's incident with the policeman, the Toby, and it's had a picture of Toby on the sign. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to make a model of the Toby Jug, which is going to feature somewhere in Modeller's Corner. So that's what I'm going to be working on. And once I've got this kit made up and got it sprayed in primer, whilst I'm waiting for the paint to dry, I'm going to start on making one of these. Now, this is going to be one of the few times I'm actually going to be modeling TV series stuff. So I'm going to be making a model of one of the Troublesome Trucks from Series 1 using this 7-plank 12-ton coal wagon kit from Parkside Models. If you want to get an idea of the product, that's it there. So if you want to get one of those, that's what you need to do. So I'll start on this, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. And like I said, Ben or other members of the Modeller's Corner team might drop in. We'll see how we get on. Okay, let us begin.
Right. Going to have to move Duke of Kent and Atlas here.
Yeah,
they're going to be in the way.
As you know, Chris here is a major track engine.
Right. So, time to break in.
That should be something good to make up.
Oh.
Here we go. Aye. Oh yes, for those people who were wondering about how I got on with the Farquhar signal box for the Farquhar Mark II layout, I managed to get the gantry sections sorted out now. I actually found that there was some extra parts that were from another kit that was incorporated into that model, so I didn't know about that there at the time, but after a bit of a discovery, I managed to find that out. So apparently the Dapple X Airfix O, the platform canopy kit, was actually also used for the single gantry, and it was also used for the canopy on Farquhar Station. So
right. Just need to ask a question. There's no screw in the back, so would it be the several screws that are in the bottom of it then? Probably.
There should be a service. You probably find service sheets on online.
Right. Well, I might have to look that up. Should have brought the instructions with me.
Yeah, you should have. It always helps.
I think it's a railroad model, so that's probably what I'm going to have to look up.
Yeah. Just look up Hornby service sheets, and I think they have it on their website. So it's very kind of Hornby to do so. No, the last time I modelled a pub was the Three Beatles. We'll see how we get on here.
What happened to the fourth one?
There was never a fourth Beatle.
I'm pretty sure there was.
Wrong Beatles.
Oh. I kid, of course.
Right, Timothy Viewer says if you're trying to get the body off, the screw should be under the bogie.
The front bogie, I'm presuming.
Yeah.
Right. I'll delve into that now. I do have the service sheets up, but I'll take that as my next plan of attack. If I can find the bloody sheet.
Do you know what's happened to Tom's Twitter? It seems to have been deleted. Tom's Twitter?
That sounds a bit strange.
Didn't even know it was deleted. Well, I know Tom Bill isn't going to be on tonight because he hasn't been feeling all that well recently. So,
A4 super detail, I don't think. HST, definitely not. Live Steam, well, sadly no. Right, I think I might have found what I want, so...
Okay.
I might as well bring the tender into shot as well, just so it doesn't feel left out.
Tender all alone.
That's interesting. It's not even the corridor tender.
Isn't it?
No, the mallard's not preserved with one.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure on the reason. Right, I'm having difficulty getting the sheet, so I'm just going to wing it. That could be a very bad idea, but...
Hold on. I'll have a look here.
No, you don't need to. You just... It would be very useful to have a cradle for this.
Yeah.
Philip said that's not right.
Let's see now.
I can see the screw which I need to get at, but the bogey's in the way, so...
I'll just take the bogey off.
Yeah, that's proving to be a problem itself.
That shouldn't be that hard.
There might be blasphemy in a minute, so just warning everyone.
There may be blasphemy ahead with an included reminder of how much the model cost.
It was over 9,000! No, it wasn't. I'm not getting the screw to move, so... It looks like it's getting the better of me already.
Are you sure you're using the right screwdriver?
Well, it's not really wide enough. Right, just give me a minute and I'll see if I can find a wider one. My camera's just... I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, all right. So, how's everybody? All doing good? So, I would like to say, like, if there's any, if there's any new stuff, I would say I'm random, but yeah, there isn't. I haven't got anything new to say at the moment. But Great Northern 6, yeah, I'm doing good. Just trying to keep myself busy this week. I've got quite a bit of work to do and new stuff sorted out. Right, measure that so I can get the sign printed out.
Oh, Tom's in the chat. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom, how's it going? Where's the special guest then?
He couldn't make it. He got stuck in America.
Yeah, you have to bring him. You have to keep saying America for all excuses.
I couldn't think of another country at that moment, so...
Yeah.
Right, I'm getting somewhere a little bit now. I'm getting the screw to turn at least. So...
Corley, hey, congratulations on your job.
I was saying about the model costing over 9,000. In actual fact, Hornby did do a special pack with all the preserved A4s in it, and it was 900 quid or something like that.
So really, you should have said it was over 900.
Well,
yeah. But that opportunity has now gone because you blew it.
Yeah, they're debating about what color I'm going to paint the pug. Should I just move it out of the way?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a bit of an eyesore, really.
Yeah. Try modeling no gauge. Yeah, I wish less fiddly.
Well, it's yeah, it is less fiddly, like in terms of bigger scale, but like you have to build everything yourself.
Well, unless you go to Dapol.
I suppose. Took a chip off there.
And in case anyone is wondering, but they probably don't care, that's a Super D.
Yeah. Okay.
As I say, they probably don't care anyway, so...
They might.
Well, there might be some London and Northwestern fan in here. Or LMS. Wait, I am an LMS fan. So...
Go figure. And yet you're servicing an LNR logo.
Yes.
Yes.
Paint it. Wait, hang on. Paint it 080 blue. What the heck is 080 blue?
Well, look it up and you'll see.
I'm scared to be honest. You know what this bunch could be like.
Chris, they're my viewers. I'm sure that they know. They wouldn't pull stuff like that on me.
Max likes the Big Four in general. Well, that's no harm. They all had their own good engines. Because, like, the LMS had things like the Black Fives, the LNER had the Grizzly Pacifics, the Sovereign had the Bullies. And And then, of course, the Great Western at the castles. So.
Hmm.
Oh, he's saying paint the 080 blue. That thing. Why?
Oh.
They were only ever painted black. Not sure if it's a Super D. It definitely is a Super D. It's a G2A.
It's on the box. It was a Super D. So clearly, it must be a Super D.
Although it wouldn't be the first time that someone's lied.
Yeah.
The LMS at the Dutch says this is very true.
Okay.
Right, I think I've nearly got this bogey off at last.
What, saying you all this time to get this to get that bogey off?
Yes. It's very, very tight. It clearly has never been off since it was built.
Right.
So has anything exciting happened?
Not quite a lot of exciting stuff, really. Just, well, I got my armor plates taken off.
Yay!
Yay!
Now you can go over 45 miles an hour.
Yeah, though it's still, though since I've been driving it for over a year, it's still hard to get used to it. So I kind of pushed myself to do 46. I'll do 46 and see how we get on from there. Where's May? May
somewhere.
is... Okay, I can answer my questions. Thank you, Chris. Listen, you've got your dogs. I got my dog. Okay.
If you're lucky, they might come on. We'll see.
Well, we'll see. You never know. Right. I'll see where May is. She's running around outside.
More disappointed than sad.
Blimey.
I like interacting with people. So.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Right, I'll go and see where May is here, and you just behave. All right.
That's a very unwise thing to do.
Well, we'll see. Right, see where May is. It's like working for the city show, trying to find stuff.
So how's everyone tonight?
Right, here we go. Right, back. Come on, scan by popular demand. Hey, come on! Don't fall on the stairs now. There she is.
May!
Maisie. Hello, pup. Yeah, I'm really like always. See ya.
All I could hear was.
I know, but she's here once more, aren't you? Yeah.
Good dog.
I'll say the same way. If we ever get a new logo for Modelers Quarter, we'll probably have you and the crest of it. Because you seem to be a good mascot, don't you? Yes.
Matt, so is your dog named after a television presenter?
No, she's actually named after the month we got her.
See, even I knew that. Dogs taking over the stream and other stories.
Well, that's kind of what, like, everybody likes the dog.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, it's starting to feel like the man from Blue Peter who had Shep. That's what it's starting to feel like, All right, mate. Come on. Down for a bit. Hey. Right, we sit down for a bit. Hey, you stay around for a bit.
Lucas has got a question for you, by the way. Just.
All right, hang on a second. I'll get my mic back. Quick question. I'm trying to make my own Elsbridge Viaduct, and I'm having some trouble getting the lengths of the arch right. What is the arch length you use to make your Elsbridge Viaduct? Right, well, for my one, I just guessed exactly what the size is. Okay, maybe that enough. Go downstairs. Yeah,
I don't want to be here.
For my viaduct, I just guessed the lengths really, judging by the appearance of Thomas on the illustration of Tank Engine Thomas again. So whatever Thomas model you're using, you use that, and you use that illustration of the Elsbridge Viaduct from Tank Engine Thomas again, and compare that Thomas in that illustration to your one, and then just measure the size. Maybe you could probably do some edits on Photoshop. Maybe just add like copy and paste multiple Thomases across, and that way you can get like the lengths of each arch. So like one arch is maybe this many Thomases long. So I don't know. But
is that a unit of measurement now?
Well,
instead of millimeters or inches.
Well, if James May can measure the weight of a bag of spuds to compare to Oz Clark, then I suppose we can get away with using measurements. So by this outcome, this bridge should be this many Thomases long. But yeah, it's really just down to guess really. Just use the photograph or the illustration as reference, and you should be all right there. But yeah, I made that model back in, when did I make that? Probably 2011 or 2010. And it was made out of foam board and stuff, but I still have it somewhere. Actually, I'm going to be using it for Branch Engines.
How tall are you in Thomases? That's a random question. It depends. Are you talking about 00 scale or full size? Because if he's full size, he's only probably about quarter a Thomas high.
Well, maybe an eighth of Thomas, I don't know. But yeah, if you want to know my height, I'm 6 foot 3 inches. So go figure.
This bogey's trying my patience now. It must have a very long screw.
Are you sure the Chris? Do you know what you're actually doing? You're I think you're just drilling out the actual screws. So the screw's constantly rotating every time you test it. So even the bolt to the end of it.
Right, so I'm going to have to look at another way of attacking this.
Hang on a sec. Honestly.
Well, someone said it's underneath the pony truck, so I...
Yeah, but you need to know how to get the pony truck off first.
Well, it would help, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yes, it would. Right. Okay, so the screw there should be another screw underneath the main drive shaft, the main drive wheel frame to that the bogie should be attached to. Or maybe I'm looking at a different one.
There's lots of different screws in here.
I bet you better go on and see if you can find the instructions for it. It's probably your best bet.
Right.
See, always come prepared.
Is this going swimmingly?
Yep. Right, hang on. I'll see if I can get this thing for you.
That's not right.
Alright, well it does say that there is a screw. Oh, hang on a sec. What's this bit here? Right, there should be another screw that's like a small tiny one behind the bogey that should be actually holding that in place. Don't be unscrewing. Don't be unscrewing the bogey in the middle.
Right, I'll worry about that again when it's too late.
I've broken the show. We're meant to be seeing hands, not faces. Oh, there you go. There's your hands, Tom.
The camera's just falling, so that.
No, come back here. Drop the chimney pot.
The carpet gods.
No. This time it's the chair. Right. I'm just gonna try and print out the sign here for the Toby. Totally good. Oh, hang on a second. My mouth's parched. I'm not hearing any drink. Right. Now, a good friend of mine did this design for me, so hopefully, if all goes according to plan.
Right.
Just trying to remember, did I actually print out or save the file? Must have done.
Right, the screws come out, but it doesn't appear to be budging.
Yeah, but that's because it's attached. There's another screw attaching it.
Right, so there's two screws. You didn't tell me that bit.
I told you there's another screw behind the bogey frame. Oh, hang on a second. I'll send you the file.
I did the one behind the bogey frame. Oh, it was the wrong bit I was trying to.
Yeah.
Knickers.
Yep.
Right, well, at least I got the bogey off now.
Yep.
Edit that out. Oh wait, you can't.
How can I do that? It's a live stream, Chris. Everybody's watching. It's all live. I can't edit this.
I remember when we did one of our audio stories or something, and we went, and I just said, "You can edit this out, can't you?"
But that was a live actual video thing we did.
I know how live streams work. Right, so
I haven't done one for a while, so.
Right, I found the screw that I need.
And I found the image I'm looking for. Right, I think I did say this one now.
We're both happy then.
Yes, we are. Okay, so this was in the buildings folder. If I'm correct. There it is. Okay. We'll see if I get those over science printed out.
I'm not sure if that was the screw I should have taken out. It was the screw directly under the bogey.
Right.
So
there
must be another one somewhere. Re-upload later. Yeah, but it's a bit late then.
Right, that'll be
Right, so the A4 is no longer Pacific. What was that?
It's just my printer. Don't panic.
Just heard this big noise and I thought, what's going on?
Right, let's see. Is that the right size? Right, let me see. I wonder if I can just copy. No, I don't want that one.
Well, the body's loose now, so just notice, so there's obviously one more screw somewhere. I'm getting somewhere.
At last.
The problem is, where's the other bloody screw?
Language.
I'm afraid to tell you you're a bit late to tell anyone that.
Not necessarily. Okay, let's try this one now.
Nope, I didn't want to do that.
Oh, that's too big. It's alright, mate. It's on the printer. Don't panic. It's not a monster. Right, so I printed that at 12, so that should be a wee bit more. It's smaller than that.
I think I'm going to have to remove the rear truck as well. I think so.
Tell you what, those birds at your end there are certainly quite loud.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, well. Okay, let's try this.
I was going to say, birds, what are you on about? Because I'm sort of used to it now. Right. You can go there.
Try this one. That looks more like it. Right, are we good? Oh, we're getting there. Getting there. Still not the right size I'm after, though. But it's getting there slowly. So let me see. I was at 6, so I'll change that to 8. And that should do it. Yeah, that'll do. That's good. Right, let's put that to one side. I'll work on that later on. Right, let's get this kit made.
I'm just a little bit disappointed that no one else wanted to join. Oh well. As you say, Ben might appear.
Yeah. We'll see how we get on. Let's see, where did I put that filler? Yep, there's there. No. Is it that way or the other way? Yeah, do it that way.
Right, I can get the front to move, but I can't get the back to move, so...
Well, I think we now know what we're going to call this this live stream.
Yeah, the
Hello?
bloody thing. Oh.
Hey, Ben, how's it going?
Hey, Ben.
All right.
You made it at last.
I have arrived.
He has been summoned. We did what you said, oh master. We did what the book said, oh master. We ate the overly cooked Brussels sprouts and farted flames. I'm so glad you get that reference.
Tamale. Just thinking of what was it, Farnsworth in Futurama? He says those mushy people are a bit spicy for me. Anyway, how are you guys? You all right?
Aye, doing
Well,
good.
I'm wrestling with an A4 at the moment, so...
Yeah, he's trying to get the body off. And doing a...
Very poor job of it.
Well, you got the bogey off. I mean, that's better than...
Yeah, well, it's no longer Pacific, as I said.
What do you say, Ben?
At least he's not trying to tackle it with a hammer.
No, that's his backup weapon here.
It's on the standby, so...
See,
And you lose your temper with it.
See, Chris here, he's like Jeremy Clarkson when it comes to models or to locomotives.
Hammer. No!
But he would also he'd also judge people as well by
The Great Western can sod off Stepney.
Oh,
The Great Western Way. For goodness sake. This is an element in your engine.
Sorry,
Right.
mate, that's better.
I apologize right there. Please put your pitchforks down.
God's wonderful railway made that side.
Well,
No, Southern's better. They've got terriers.
They can sod off even quicker.
Oh, right. Okay, we're having words.
let me remind you, Chris, this is going to be your last time on Modeller's Corner.
That's fine. That's fine.
Southern Railway, get out.
There's a meme I found somewhere online where it actually has two railway companies like being saying like, you know, or just having a casual chat and they're saying like, you know, oh, where's Great Western Railway? He's missing. And they're like, oh, don't worry, I'll know how to summon him. And I think LMS just says, he said something saying about the school's class are the best engines around. Next move, Great Western just like crashes into the wall, saying, "What? What are you saying?" Or something like that. I'll see if I can find.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that meme used for loads of other things.
Yeah. Okay.
This is really perplexing me because I've taken out as many screws as I dare to, and it's still not shifting.
And clearly, it's not all the screws.
Well, it would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Have we checked the service sheet again?
Didn't have the service sheet up to begin with because I can't get it to download.
Good start, man.
Good start, yeah.
I mean, the whole thing's moving, so clearly it's loose, but it just won't.
Maybe it's held on in a certain way.
Well, normally you can slide the body off, but on this one it doesn't look like you can do that.
Well, as long as
The
you
designers
take
at
that
Doncaster.
together, one minute.
I was going to see if we could find that comic, but oh well.
The thing is, the very rear screw now, that holds the connector on for the tender. But does that also hold something on the body? I hope not.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask Ben. What are you working on tonight?
Well, original plan was to work on this.
Ooh.
Which is an Orc plane kit bashed into a submarine.
Oh, sweet. That's actually really good, actually.
Because originally it was going to be made into a seaplane to sit on the back of the boat, but this thing, I mean, hang on, I'll bring the camera up. You can see, even though the boat is huge, the submarine itself is quite big. It's just not going to fit properly with everything else I wanted to fit on it. So I thought, you know what, just sod it, rip the wings off, turn it into a sub.
So it does the opposite of flying then?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's all sealed up and everything. So if I just put a bit of string on it, the boat can tow it.
Nice.
But unfortunately, we had to make a run to IKEA today, so I haven't had time to base coat it.
Right.
So instead, more orcs. Yet more orcs.
Yes.
Can't have enough orcs, can you?
Although one thing that is a bit of a conundrum with this submarine, I don't know whether to paint it red and call it the Red Orktober, or paint it yellow and call it the Yellow Submarine.
Well,
yeah.
I like both names, and I can't paint it in two colours.
Right, the A4 is becoming 060 and it's still not coming apart.
You know, Chris, why don't you just try something else instead of working on that A4?
I think that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I could just end up breaking it. I'll keep this for next week. Oh wait, I'm banned.
Yeah.
You've been banned forthwith.
Since I dissed the Great Western Railway.
Yeah, I think people may have been a bit upset there.
I'm sorry, the Great Western's alright, but I'm an LMS man, so they have to be my arch enemy.
Could be worse. You could have slagged off narrow gauge railways.
Oh, I love narrow gauge railways. Why would I have done that?
Your favourites are the Huntsleys, aren't they?
The wee quarry Hunsleys. That and Russell.
Yeah. Funny enough, the quarry Hunsleys is actually Chris's favourite narrow gauge. Oh, hang on.
The carpet gods have just claimed my rear wheels. This is going spiffingly.
Well, the chat is divided on what colour to paint the submarine. One says yellow, one says red, one says build a second one so you can have one with each name. Okay.
So, in other words, not helpful at all.
This does not help my predicament.
I was going to say that you could probably maybe paint it yellow and just call it Thunderbug 4. Thunderbug 4.
No, hang on. Oh, wait.
Joseph has actually said something very true there. The Great Western is the 4460 railway.
Well, true.
You know what? I am going to paint it. That is a really good idea. Paint it yellow and call it the Thunder Squig 4.
I can hear Izzy at the door, but I can't let her in at the moment because I'm fighting with this to put it back together.
Yeah. Be careful.
Patrick Savage is up to you, mate. I know it's yes, it's up to me, and I can't make.
Oh, you missed May, by the way, Ben.
No, no, he hasn't missed her. May.
Oh,
May. She's ignoring me. May, come on.
She's falling out with you.
There you go. Sorry, were you sleeping, girl? Come on, up you get. There you go. There's Ben here. He wants to see you.
Oh,
poor girl was just tired.
She's a little tired. She's not as energetic.
I know my niece and nephew have been working it to bits here, haven't they?
I'm going to have to let this dog in because
don't fall asleep now in my chair now, okay? Don't fall asleep now. Yeah, good wee girl. At some point, I'm probably gonna get an engine. Just name it after me. Is there gonna be an engine named after you? We may. That's what I'll call you. We may. Yeah.
So if it was a narrow gauge one, you could call it Maybach, which is May.
Would you have a wee Welsh name? Welsh name? We Maybach.
It's not Welsh. It's actually German. Maybach was a German engine manufacturer.
All right, okay.
Izzy, you're not helping. Do you want out again? I'll let them see you later.
Obviously, Chris's dogs are very small, so hence why. Hey, hello, we got another visitor in. Who is this? It's Tom.
Hello.
Hello.
That's a very evil-looking engine.
Yeah, that looks very unnerving.
Yeah, it's his face up thing. I think that does that.
Is that how Tom looks on the weekend?
Actually, I call it Sir Alan Sugar, Thomas, but
that's hardly Sir Alan Sugar. So when does he ever call that? Ever look like that?
So I send you out to sell the best of British to France. And what do? You sell her a load of bloody cheese from Tesco's. Sorry.
Heritage Railway Productions wants us to try and say that name, which I can actually do.
Campfire, Clongollen, Glengolic. I just say that.
Clampfire is Squingish, Gilgaric, Gwendurl with Clanticilio, go.
If I got the Queen Roberts.
That too.
Yeah, you got that one, so get it right.
Bless you. Woof, woof, woof.
Okay, mate. See you later. Right, that's me gone now.
If I can't understand what someone's saying, it's like, oh, you're speaking in moon speak. Brilliant.
To be honest, Ireland's not much better when it comes to naming their places. And I can say that being from over here, so...
But again, you're from the northern part, Chris.
Yeah, ours it's still pretty weird.
It's still different up in the north because most of all the places either have the word Bally in front of it.
Well, Northern Side's got a postcode.
Oh yeah, we do have postcodes, yeah.
Unlike the south.
Well, you don't have a postcode.
Well, actually, Dublin has a postcode.
Well, yeah, everyone.
Okay.
Everyone's postcode.
No, Dublin's the only place in the south of Ireland that has a postcode.
Right.
Although they are slowly extending that. Right, so I've given up on the Gresley A4 for tonight, so I'm going to have to look for another project.
Paint the pug red.
You heard him, Chris.
Yeah, come on, do an E-type pug.
I'll be visible in a minute, guys. I'm just getting some things ready.
Yeah, okay,
right.
no worries.
I'm not touching my desk in the week, so I've been doing something else for the last week or so. Hopefully, people will like it when it comes out.
Well, I've not been very productive, but hopefully it's been entertaining nevertheless.
Well,
That sounds a bit like Top Gear, ambitious but rubbish.
I've got so much to tidy up still.
yeah, it looks like there's been
A hell of a lot of brass.
Yep, I do.
Right, so
somewhere amongst all this is an E2.
right, I'm banning that engine now for now.
What looks nicer on my desk or the Alan Sugar Bombs? Okay.
So yeah, so that's something for me to do for next week then, try and find the instructions for an A4.
Well, obviously not on the stream, just do it like before we go on.
It might even be a job that I do off stream, to be honest.
I've got the service sheet now here, Chris, if you want me to send it over to you.
I've just put it back together! Right, send me it then.
No, I'll wait until after the stream.
No, do it now, it'd be funny.
By the way, Michael, you know that old Earth Leadwood I said I'd hand over to you for you to have a crack at restoring?
Oh, yeah.
I found it. Do you want to see it?
Yes, have a goose.
Hold your breath. Hold your breath.
Holy Toledo.
Looks like it's seen better days.
Well,
I'll
give you this. I'll give you this. So I think at least it does look serviceable. Is it screwed on? Is it a screw type on? As a rivets?
No, I think it's the rivets.
Right. Okay, that might be an issue, but
yeah,
maybe not a lost cause. But I'll see what I can come up. I'll see what I can do.
I mean, it was an original sticker face, but obviously that is long gone.
Right. Well, sure. I've found a copy of the picture of that sticker face, so I'll get that printed out for you.
All right.
As well as maybe a few copies out there.
Right.
But
Well,
yeah, you can see the bit of string wrapped around his buffer here from when I were in Ipper and recreating old iron.
Oh, aye.
But yeah, poor Edward here is very well played with.
And let me see here. I've got my paper. Here. It's not really restored yet. I'm still trying to source out the right shade of blue paint for it though. But that's in there.
Oh yeah. Oh bloody hell! You also still got a face.
Yeah, I bought quite a few of them. Like so, I bought a few of them there so I could find so I could use one for spare parts and that there. But I have a sheet somewhere of the stickers for the bumpers. Not the bumpers, the buffers.
Oh yeah, of course they had stickers on, didn't they?
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm going to give you a choice here, Michael. Either you give me the instructions for Mallard, or I bring out the Jag.
It's hardly a threat, is it?
You've got a perfectly good pug under your camera.
Right.
You mean this little fella?
Oh god, now the chat's gonna go
Yes.
wow. The bug's back.
Bring it!
Bring out the bug. What was that episode of Dexter's Laboratory where he has the shoe gnomes? They're like obsessed with feet. This was like back then when foot fetish was actually like never invented yet.
Whoa. That's a
Yeah.
topic to bring up in this chat.
I know, but like but There was like one scene, like where they actually like had Diddy's feet behind a curtain, and they raised the curtain. You just showed the feet, and everybody was like saying, "Yay!" They lower the curtain. Boo!
Oh,
Yay! Boo! And then let's up the curtain again to show like this big weapon that Dexter's built there to kill them off, and they're like, "Yay!" Wait, what?
that is literally the only bit of that episode I actually remember.
Really?
I've literally not watched Dexter's Lab since it was on TV.
Yeah, I actually had to buy digital copies of the series for reference material for work.
It was on Netflix for a little while.
Was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, years ago.
They have a habit of getting rid of good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're taking down Little Britain recently.
Well, yeah, because of the issues.
I meant good stuff.
Yeah, like
So
yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
right, so I'm a wee bit.
Okay, Chris, I'll send it to you.
Sure, the fans aren't going to want to see the Jag anyway.
You got fans?
I was talking about his.
We'll be fair, Tom. Chris, this is like the most appearance Chris has made on YouTube, like compared to before.
I'm just okay.
Right. Right. That should be. That should be the one. Right, Chris. I'm sending you through the thing now.
Who's this from?
Obviously.
Do I want to open this file? It could be dodgy. Right, so.
Oh, could you not mould bloody toes on this foot properly? Jesus.
What is it that bad?
They're not well. The problem is they're supposed to have like claws on the end of their toes as opposed to like toenails.
Right.
But, they're not very defined, so it's very hard to pick them out.
That's a big room.
Ooh.
There we go.
Oh, God.
What's wrong?
Hang on.
I nearly had it, apparently.
Hang on. Callum WGWR 5741. Do you know how to open up a Bachmann pannier tank? Joseph the Midland 4F chainsaw.
To be honest, it'd be more helpful if people told me how to open a bloody A4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know about pannier tanks at the moment.
He's already had his little rage about how he dislikes Great Western.
I don't dislike it. I just have a mild disdain.
How many Great Western engines do you have on your layout?
More than I have Sovereign.
And how
to
many
be
Southern?
fair.
And how many Southern?
Technically none.
Well, you have a Hornby Thomas, which counts as a Southern engine.
And I do have a Skull class, but that's not on the layout.
But it still counts as a
No, you need to rectify that and get yourself a Terrier or 5.
See, there's this word that's just I'm trying to remember, but I can't remember what it is. It's probably a hypocrite.
Okay.
That's probably the best way to describe me.
I think my comment earlier on saying I was like Chris is like the Jeremy Clarkson of model railway or military railway. Right.
I'll
Okay.
say this much: my display track is actually a lot more clean than my desk. So it's got so much.
Well, yeah, your camera's off at the minute there, so we can't see exactly what you mean. Okay, that's stick that one down first.
Right, taking this bogey off for the third time.
Third time lucky.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I thought one would go as long as it doesn't sort of burst into flames. And you're okay.
It's like that episode of Simpsons where he's Mr. Burns. He's replacing covering for Smithers. And he's trying to make breakfast for Mr. Burns, and everything he makes just like burst into flames. Even like making a bowl of cereal, just like even he just has the cereal and the milk, and somehow it just erupts into flames.
Yeah, I think that's been used as a bit of a metaphor for just complete and utter failure. It's a bowl of like milk and cereal, and it catches fire. How bad can you fail to make that burst into flames?
I don't know. I know people who've done worse.
I know someone. Well, I know someone who on a miniature light steamer used petrol instead of oil.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Big bum.
This is in my club, and it was. I found out sometime later. Apparently, the guy's related to me in some way. Except, yeah.
Concern intensifies.
Mm-hmm.
That runs in the family, does it?
What did you say?
I said it runs in the family, does it?
No.
I think that's what he's worried about.
I use propane.
I, on the other hand, like solid fuels, like thermite.
Still mucky. Oh well.
A wise man once said to me here, the most messiest of people are the ones that are the most creative.
That's bullshit. No, I agree. I agree in some way, but at the same time, it doesn't.
Look at Jackson Pollock. He made all those paintings there just by making a mess.
I think that's a bit like what Bob Symes said once on that Garden Railway program.
Oh yeah.
You know, keep your work area tidy, but you don't want it too tidy because then you're spending too much time tidying and cleaning and not enough time modelling.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you talking about Bob Symes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was saying, no, if you just put things in a plate, if you know where they are, just keep them there.
Yeah.
Like, don't use them. But no.
Well, just have like the essentials just at close hand. Like for me, really, like this modeling tray I have right now. It's not really the best way of showing it here, but this is just a bit of old MDF which I've just not mocked up, but like buzzed together. Drilled some holes out there for holding the paint out there, and I have my wee display track for testing my engines.
Yeah.
So I might someday maybe see about actually showing, maybe doing a future tutorial on how to do one of these here, but I'll wait until I get the studio finished.
You remember I was doing the coaches?
Yep.
We remember well.
As I was just tidying up, I found all the pieces I've cut out and where I've failed.
Right.
So should I count how many I've got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Six knackered ends.
Yeah, exactly. And now I'm doing something else with them.
As long as you get use out of them rather than just bin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That was a whole sheet of grass I wasted.
Oh, sure, you're still using something else, I suppose.
Right, I'm giving up on this.
Wait until I'm next round, Chris, and I'll have a look at it.
Put it back together again. At least we're having fun.
What are you trying to do, Chris?
No, still in touch. Good.
Stop that. This is silly.
Chris, what are you actually trying to do?
Trying to take the body off.
For what? Are you trying to fix the engine? Are you trying to fix the motor? Are you trying to fix...
He doesn't know
Well,
yet.
it's never run since day one, so I don't exactly know what is wrong with it.
The chance it could be broken.
Jeez, I thought it was working perfectly fine.
Did you get a big surprise?
Oh dear.
I think that's one of the upsides of when you've sort of built a loco yourself, that if it does go wrong, then because you should know it literally know it inside and out, then it should be easier to diagnose the fault.
Just as the Midland 4F said, hit it with a hammer. It should either work or be a good scrap model.
I mean, he's not wrong.
What's that one model I've seen his stuff on eBay. He buys like a whole load of like model engines, and he just does them all up in scrap, and he makes them all like scrap engines.
He's been around for a long time.
He's still doing all these scrap things.
He doesn't. And what's actually quite sad is he doesn't do requests or anything.
No.
He'd be interesting to have as a guest one day, I think, if we can contact him.
Possibly.
I did see on Twitter recently he put up a scrap Hornby Percy. Some people weren't best pleased.
No.
Oh, something's like
Would have been better if it was a scrap E2.
No, that just makes things a lot worse.
There was a scrap Thomas at one point. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was like, I'm not doing double A, so.
I think you can tell I don't like the E2s very much.
No.
Okay.
Well, I worked with one.
He's the most difficult one to work with, isn't he?
No. In fact, when I was there, he actually behaved very well.
Ah, shit.
What's your language?
I've just spilled some coal here.
I say some cola.
No.
I wish it was cooler.
No, you wouldn't, because then you'd be.
It'd be a sticky mess.
Yeah. This will be a bit of a sticky wicket.
Right. Well, I've got a couple of options now for what I could do next. I think I've just lost a screw now.
Sorry. I'll stop the Chris bashing, don't I? That's not wrong.
But why? It's funny.
Sorry, guys.
That's not funny. No, you're right. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It'd be a whole different film if they include that in the Return of the Joker film. Joker's last dying words. That's not funny. No, it's hilarious. Oh God damn it.
Oh yeah, wasn't that the Batman of the Future one?
Yeah. I never knew that there was actually a censored version as well. I didn't know there were like total alterations of Joker's death in that film.
Yeah.
Right, I've got a couple of options I could do now. I could either continue on with the Jag or start on the Aston Martin.
We'll go for the Aston Martin.
Right, I'll go and get it then.
See what I did there? I chose the Aston Martin because it's a DB5. For all you James Bond fans out there. Sorry, Tom. I didn't know you were going to be on tonight.
Neither did I. I started feeling better, and I just thought I might as well just do something. So
got bored, thought I'd go on the stream. Why not?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Darth Maul's unveiling in the new Star Wars. Sorry for anyone who hasn't seen that yet, but
you just spoiled it for us.
I know, I'm sorry, but I remember seeing somebody's reaction. Like when he saw it, and they saw Darth Maul appear back, and they're like, "Hang on, but he was cut in half the last time we saw him." And his friend next to him just says, "Well, he got better."
Was this when he first appeared in Clone Wars, or is this something else?
One of the recent films, the new saga, I think.
Do you mean the Han Solo film?
Yeah, I think it was the Han Solo film, yeah.
Because he has a cameo in there.
Well, if it's the Han Solo film, then you can spoil away, because I'm going to ignore that. It's rubbish.
Yeah, I was kind of like, just a lousy remote.
I really cannot believe it. This thing not working out, but actually I should believe it.
On the other hand, though, I watched Rogue One, and that was very good.
Aye.
Really enjoyed it.
Right.
But then I do quite like the X-Men fighters, so maybe a wee bit biased.
Was Rogue One the one that had that? Was it the one that was meant to show like the times of Last Hope?
Yeah, it's like a.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a direct prequel to Last Hope, but it, canonically it is before it.
I will point out that the Darth Vader's lightsaber fight scene out there, I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm.
Hey guys.
What?
How did the hipster burn his mouth?
I fear the answer to this.
Well done, it's all right. He ate his dinner before it was cool.
Get out.
And on that note,
Get out!
Get out!
No, there goes my paint.
It looks like I'm not the only one having problems then.
Oh, I'm always having problems. I am a problem. Your mum always told me I was an inconvenience.
Oh. I know that was a joke, but still. I could really do with moving the Super D now.
Yeah, because it's kind of taking up the screen at your end.
Yeah.
No, she did also say, if you can't make fun of yourself, who can you make fun of?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to laugh at yourself, or else no one else will.
Spare everybody the trouble.
Hey guys, what do you call a chicken looking at? What do you call a chicken looking at a stick of celery?
A what?
What do you call a chicken that's staring at a stick celery?
Bored?
A chicken Caesar salad.
I'm bored of this.
I'll stop in a sec.
This is what happens when we do jokes.
No, this is what happens when Tom does jokes.
Sure, my jokes weren't very good last time either.
Well, that's because we didn't really get some people didn't really get the jokes.
Because they're not from my land.
I'm not funny.
Stop that at once. This is silly. It's plagiarism as well. Let me just bring the cutting mat back over.
You sound quite naive, guys. Has anyone ever heard of mixing superglue baking powder as a way of like putting components together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't tried it though, but I actually heard it does a really good job. It's really good for die-cast modelers.
Yeah. Frank, she did it for Mocha Green. I just was trying to the other day. I was like, okay.
All right.
I don't know. I can't remember heard of it before, but it sounds like quite popular.
Yeah. I'm sure. I hope to go. I got all that there because the rustling from Chris's kit bag is literally deafening me right now.
Don't worry, it'll be gone in a minute.
Can you do all
Gone in 60 seconds.
In the bag with those.
Well, there's the body shell.
There's the body.
What? No ejector seat? Ejector seat? You're joking. I never joke about my workshop. That's good.
Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
I still find it funny. I still find it funny that the man who plays Goldfinger for the whole thing, he only spoke with very little English.
Why?
Because
took him forever to learn his lines.
Yeah, but all his lines were dubbed over.
And he also played the Baron in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Did he?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Well, there you go.
I know. Which is also fitting considering that Ian Fleming actually wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
And trust me, the original story of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is nothing to what the film version is of. It's nothing to do with that.
Well, that's right. A lot of old Disney films and things. Like they're actually a lot more sinister in real life.
Yeah.
The other thing. Oh, go on.
Have you seen the original Pinocchio?
Yeah. My God, that's messed up. As if the child hanging into a donkey wasn't going to scare me any further.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say there is the austerity that appeared in the movie.
I thought he was going to bring that one up. Everybody, I think I know what you're going to say. That's because it says it's more Great Western when it's not.
Well, I was going to say it has a ridiculously tall chimney.
Yeah.
And it says Great Western on it when it's painted blue.
Interesting.
Because why not?
That engine is actually preserved in Belgium, of all places now.
Belgium.
A proper War Department austerity. Actually, it wasn't, but it's been done up to look like one. So the A4 was a bit of a fail, but never mind. I'll tackle that another time.
Yeah,
I
you
actually
need the right size hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start off small, work big, work bigger.
Yeah. I will remember to bring a hammer next time.
Yeah.
Just in
Do you want me to post
case.
it to you?
Sorry?
Do you want me to post it to you?
No, I've got plenty here.
I'll do.
If you want, I could send it to you and you can smash it.
Okay.
You know he's not kidding, Tom. He actually will do that.
Okay.
He goes through A4s and people go through peanuts.
Peanuts?
Oh God.
You said
That was the weakest thing I've ever heard.
You said the trigger word.
He said the word.
You're supposed to put a bit more gruff into it, like peanuts.
Peanuts! Peanuts!
Yeah,
Peanuts. I'm gonna dare somebody in the chat there. If any of you guys have any spare time at all, just like make a compilation of every time we say the word peanuts in Model Corner.
Yeah.
Peanuts. Peanuts.
All right, don't give him extra time.
Peanuts. It makes me put some like fancy music with it. Otherwise, it's going to get really boring to watch when you watch it back.
Probably have the gallery music from Smart.
Well, I still prefer the montage music from Wallace and Gromit when they're building the rocket.
Oh yeah, Julian. Funny enough, I came across this. There's a website I found earlier on, which has a whole list of like library music for different like productions and out there. I don't know which sort though. I'm trying to see if they have any ones that were used for the Cosgrove Hall series. But there was this one good tune I heard called Postman Knocks, and it's actually really good. It sounds like something you hear out of Last of the Summer Wine. And then I tried to see if I could find it on YouTube, see if there was a YouTube version of it there that somebody had downloaded put it onto YouTube or something or whatever. But then I found out there was a film called Postman's Knock, which Spike Milligan starred in. So that got my attention. I thought, well, this will be interesting. If Spike Milligan is playing a postman, this will be really good.
I was saying about YouTube videos. There was one number of years ago. It was like 10 or 15 model radio controlled tugboats pushing a full size canal boat.
Oh, I.
Unfortunately, I found the link, but video's been deleted.
Oh.
I've been trying all manner of it's not my video. I've been trying all kinds of ways to try and find if I can somehow either watch it on another platform or download it, but it just seems to be just gone. There is no finding it, which is a shame because I thought it was quite impressive seeing just model tugs pushing and mooring a full-size canal boat.
Yeah.
I've seen miniature traction engines pull a full-size one.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. They're ridiculously strong for their size.
Are they
But that's the thing about models and miniatures. People forget they're deceptively powerful.
Mm.
Yeah. I was always impressed to seeing like videos of model shows in Germany, because you see some of them do all the construction site ones. I always find those very interesting to watch. Because
working diggers and that.
Yeah, but there was ones I saw, like, they made like an actual like concrete road to be put in, and they actually had like actual diggers and drillers like actually drilling into the concrete and actually filling it in with real concrete. I thought that's pretty cool.
All right.
And like the whole it's like part of the game really. Like the whole aim of the game is you have to make sure your model does this here, and you're not allowed to touch it no matter what happens. So if you touch your model, you're disqualified.
Yes, they've got to make sure your batteries are charged.
Oh, aye. Right, that's
Well, it's not unheard of for. I mean, I've seen it at a nearby boat lake where a tugboat can pull a person in a rowboat.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen. Oh yeah, would anybody like a Haribo?
Well, I would take one, but I think there's a problem.
Yeah.
I don't think technology allows us to do that yet.
Yeah, we haven't quite reached we haven't quite perfected teleportation yet.
Yeah. I remember seeing a video of Paul Chuckle. He actually like reenacts the Haribo adverts where, the people are talking like children's.
Forgot.
That was pretty good. So what's your favorite Haribo? I like the fried orange because they are soft and squishy.
Oh yeah, those ones.
I like the heart shapes because I can give them to my friend to say I love them.
What am I looking for?
Hang on, baby, a sec.
Wait. What are you doing?
Bad dog.
Ooh.
Don't eat that. I need that later.
Then we can have some real fun.
I dread to think.
But the Loco is a real pug. What do you want about? Hashtag pug life.
Right, I've got a Frozen joke.
Oh God.
Okay. Why couldn't Elsa and Anna's mum and dad teach them the alphabet?
Okay.
Because they got lost at sea.
Hey.
Hey? Sorry, I'll stop.
Rubbish.
It's rubbish.
Where's my wire?
How do you like that then? Rubbish.
What do you think of it so far? Rubbish.
So I don't think we weren't. I don't think we were here when. I think the last time we did the stream, it was literally during the announcement that Michael Angelis passed away. I just wondered,
Oh, aye.
how did everyone react? How did everyone deal with it?
I was quite surprised at first. I was like, "Wow, didn't expect that."
Yeah, I don't think anyone did. It was kind of weird. I mean, I've said it before a few times. He wasn't my favorite narrator, but I've always felt like when you think of Thomas, he's always the first person you think of. In a way.
Yeah, because he served on the show a lot more.
Yeah.
Than Ringo did.
Well, definitely, yeah. And I feel like.
I think I was sad to hear about it, but I think it was nice, sort of the just sheer outpouring of like fan like fan tributes to him.
Yeah.
I was going to keep this a secret, but I've actually got some figurines painted. I managed to get one of him done.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah. What I did was I had to adapt this figurine of Albert Einstein.
Okay.
And then, I had to shave off the moustache and then just send it over to my painter and say, "Yeah, can you paint it to look like Michael?" And I've seen it. It's looking really good.
I think my first time actually hearing Michael do his narration for Thomas was probably in the Thomas and Stephanie VHS.
Oh, okay.
Because like I said, I only had 2 Thomas VHS tapes growing up, and both of them had Ringo Starr narrating. And I still have one of those tapes to this day. I don't know where I have no idea where the other one is. I really wish I could find the other one, or find a replacement for it. But Chris has got a copy of that video, and he's very kindly let me borrow it for a time so I can make a digital copy of it.
What I might do is I'll see if I can fish out my old VHS if you wanted to try and copy them as well, because some of them are we're talking like really old, like maybe first edition, like series 1 and 2. But
ooh.
Are you quite good at copying VHS onto
well, I've only done it like for like, if there's any VHSs that I found, or like ones that you can only get on VHS, like like Tugs or stuff like that. Mostly I get like ones of model railway programs, or I think that the first edition of Pico's How to Build a Model Railway thing, that was only available on VHS.
Right.
So I managed to get a copy of one of those and got that converted to digital. And I was actually surprised, how well detailed it was. Actually, it was showing you how to build one of these. I think the layer was called Atsworth or something.
Right.
But it was one scene in the one of the old Pico plan books. In fact, it's the one that if you ever have you seen the second version of the Pico model railway video?
I haven't seen any Pico model railway stuff.
All right, okay. Well, I'll once I get all my hard drives and stuff unpacked and that, I'll send you a copy of it.
Okay.
This is not my day.
But my Workbench intro is actually based off the second version.
No, it's mine, Chris.
Right. This Aston isn't quite as simple as I thought it was going to be.
I'm trying to. I've got some.
There's too many weapons in it.
More Dakar.
I actually do remember our reaction when we watched Skyfall for the first time, and when Bond's Aston Martin gets blown up by the villain.
He his face just goes like,
you
really shit it now.
Yeah, you can kill off the girlfriend like early on in the film, but if you touch my Aston Martin,
you've got a lot of trouble coming your way.
I know.
Why yada?
Because the reason I was about VHS, because do you remember a show called Astro Farm by chance?
Yes.
I've got loads of episodes. I've been trying to record and download them on my. It's just not. I can't seem to do it properly. I can't seem to get it right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's the drive for some reason doesn't download, so I have to. Well, I just have to keep trying, but.
No, but I actually thought that Daniel Craig's humor in that film was quite good.
Yeah.
Even in the underground where he couldn't open the door won't open. Oh yes, I will. Put some welly into it. Do you want to come down and try it?
Why do you?
Oh,
why do you
great.
come back? Oh, great. There's a drink
Oh,
going.
it's not exactly it's not exactly Christmas, is it? What were you expecting? An exploding pen? We don't go in for those things anymore.
Like rips into the hearts of the fans.
Mm.
I'll tell you something.
What we're here for is the wacky gadgets.
Well, I'll tell you something. When Miss Moneypenny was actually revealed to be Miss Moneypenny, apparently a lot of people were pissed off at that.
I wasn't.
Something to do with not knowing her identity or something like that. And they blatantly revealed it in that movie, apparently.
Hmm. But then Moneypenny was shown in the era when Judi Dench was playing M, so and it was a different actress at the times. So it's hard to understand. Like, would that be canon or?
Mom, what are you doing? Just got on the train now, Mom.
Right,
after the bit with the excavator.
Oh, right, that bit. Right, so that's just the main bodywork now, made up at the pub. So I'll have just going to give it an undercoat of black paint.
I'll have an Orchard Thieves, please.
You get fell goods, nothing else.
No thanks.
Oh yeah, in case anybody wants to see the sign for the Toby jug, it's there. I know it's small, but
Can you see that?
yeah, it's quite small. So
What are you trying to do with it?
oh, I'm gonna put it on the sign. This is gonna be the Toby Jug pub at Farquhar.
Oh, okay.
So right, I'm just
What is the Toby joke?
sorry.
Oh,
What'd you
it's
say?
called the Toby.
Yeah, it's called the Toby Jug there because I think it's called the Toby Jug.
You said the Toby joke. I was like, what is the Toby joke?
No, I said the Toby Jug.
Right, yeah.
I thought you said joke as well.
No, my hearing's bad. Actually, I must actually check here. Actually, before I actually do stick the sign on here, if this is actually right. 'cause
It's like, what is the joke? You want to tell us first before we actually, see that it's actually funny.
no, I will not tell you.
Did it die?
No.
No, that's not that. It is, no, that's just wrong there.
Just going on to a slightly different topic for now, but did you, Michael, ever hear about the new build W class
Yeah.
that they're doing over here?
Hmm.
So yes, even Ireland's getting on in the new build frenzy.
Yeah.
We're a bit late.
Well,
I'm joking because I think about coal shorts and things. I feel like by the time they actually start finishing everything, there'll be no coal left. It's a joke, don't worry. I may have still got loads left, but that's really stupid to say, my bad.
we'll find a way around it anyway.
Right,
Just another hurdle for preservationists.
Right, I just read in the book there. It actually does. The pub was called the Toby Jug there, but I think it's now called the Toby instead. I might maybe contact the designer, maybe ask him to fix that. But no, I think I'll keep it the same. Spare me the trouble.
Excuse me, sir. I have found a horrible inaccuracy in your book.
What is slightly concerning me is that I can only find one seat for this car. So I think the other one's been spent.
It's already been ejected.
Yes,
Yes.
that's what I'm thinking.
Patrick Sellers, how's the NWR layout going? Yeah, it's going fine there. It's going through. It's has to the Knapford junction needs rewired again because I had to move over the switch panel to the new control section. But we're going to be meeting up at the club again on week after next to see if we can go about getting the Timoth board made up. So yay! But well, as well as that, there we're going to see. I was down with some members to see one of our other members' sheds that he made specifically for his model railway, and we're going to see about maybe doing the same for our club's layout. So the people who gave us the facilities to build the layout in to begin with, they very kindly let us have some ground on their site to build a shed specifically to house the Northwestern Railway layout in. And we're going to see. This talks. We might maybe see if we can do it up to maybe make it look like an old station house, provided whatever way we can get this built right, and maybe have a little Valance canopy type thing, maybe at the front, or I don't know. See what happens. But that's the idea. And Chris is gone. We lost Chris.
Oh well, never mind.
Oh well. Anyway, is this show really ending after stage 24? I don't know. I haven't had any news at all here, so I can't really say.
Nobody told him nothing.
I know nothing. I don't know where you got that news from. So it's.
Oh, what?
I don't know. I think somebody was saying that Thomas is ending up to Series 24. I don't know. I haven't heard any news. So I'd say it's probably false. But I really don't know.
You got Max got the Western train set. Nice one.
Which?
I'm reading the comments, Max.
Max.
Good choice.
Western train set, yeah, very good.
I love the Great Western. If I wasn't doing Lone Brian South Coast, I'd probably do Great Western.
Yeah. With Chris gone here, you can now say how much we like the Great Western now. Oh yeah, that reminds me, guys in the chat there. Can somebody see if they could find me this comic? I was saying earlier on in the stream here about it was like two railway. It basically has like these two little box characters, and each of them have like the.
What the heck was that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, sorry, I put the wrong button. My soldering station has got a welder. So not welder, it's like a solder. Yeah.
You just haven't got a case of bad gas. Is there something you need to tell us, Tom?
I'm pretty sure.
Is it a gas-powered soldering iron?
You got this button.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Horrible, like War of the Worlds noise.
like a railway model. It didn't even make my axles tingle. He's gonna milk that and try and say like, we've got a fart joke now in Motley's Corner.
Got a fart joke. That's it.
Dude. What was it in Simpsons where Mr. Burns is being interviewed by a radio man? He keeps playing all the fart noises. No, stop it! Stop the farting! Stop it! Ugh.
It's not me, it's a machine.
There was a Chucklevision episode where they were fighting, wasn't there?
There was actually, yeah. Well, it wasn't. It was. They were stuck in a lift, and they had this one. They had this drinks cooler type thing, and they kept making this weird squirting noises or foul sounding noise, and they thought it was somebody else in the lift making the fart noises.
Okay. All right, Lucas was saying in that case, you should just recreate the whole room that Audrey had the layout in. So, like, it would be a whole immersive experience. That's not, I don't know. You'd have to do a lot of research.
Well, which layer? The Farquhar Mark 1 or Mark 2?
Like, which books was on that shelf? That kind of thing.
Oh, hello. Chris is back.
Oh, crap.
Put it back in. Oh.
My internet decided to, it didn't want to work, so...
Oh dear! I wonder who. Put that out. I wonder who put that out of action.
Sorry.
I blame Ben for all of my woes tonight.
You've only known Ben for a few weeks, like.
Oh, but you see, it was me. It was me.
See?
I admit it.
Oh, what was that? What was the name of that film that was from?
There's loads of them. I don't know which one did it first. I know.
I know it's this one.
I know Wednesday Addams did it in the new Addams Family movie.
Oh, what do you think of that film, by the way?
I really liked it. It was a lot better than I was expecting.
Yes, I thought it was. I was actually the one thing I thought to myself, like when I went in, I thought to myself, right, I'm going to be expecting one thing that's going to be happening in this film, and that's just like, I'm going to, if it does happen, I'm going to cross off the list here, and it's going to be where Uncle Fester tries everything he can to be the center focus of the film, when it's got nothing to do with him.
Yeah,
and sure enough, he does. He like steals the scene. I'm like, yep, there we go. But the one thing I actually am quite surprised that he actually there's a scene when he sings a song in front of the public.
Oh yeah.
And I was trying to think, like, what is that song from? And I found it online. I thought, oh wow, it dates back to the old Fleischer cartoons.
What the old Addams Family?
No. The song that Fester sings. It was actually a song from the old Fleischer cartoons.
Oh, right.
At least I think it was from the Fleischer cartoons. I'm not sure.
One of the most random things that no one's ever heard of, mate.
Yeah. But I'll go and get this here painted, and then I'll start work on the truck kit.
And he's gone.
Yes.
So when Michael is away, the streamers will pay.
Yes. I would have laughed if he had just come back when you still had that on. And they'd be like, what the heck is going on?
Oh no, when he comes back, you need the Imperial March.
Yeah.
Very ominous music.
That's true, yeah.
And what do you play when Tom Foster comes on?
Dr. Foster, that's all. He's not been on the show this year. But...
The Lego Railway Modeler, quick someone hijack the stream. That's what we're doing.
Exactly.
Why do you think we're here?
This is our stream now.
It always was our stream. Just Michael doesn't know it. I'd be interested to see if he does the playback. I think we'll know when we don't get invited back.
You said this nasty thing about me. I'm not inviting you back.
We say nasty things about him all the time anyway.
Yeah, but not so much more than you do. Anyway. Ooh.
The Lego Rowing modeler. No, it's my stream now.
No, it is my stream now. Well, if you can get at the controls, it'll be yours. Because you see, I know where he lives, so I can get at the controls.
It's always a bit of a slightly unnerving threat. It's like, I know where you live.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll put that up on my Twitter. Someone, oh god, what was it? It's where the camera pans into the Fat Controller really quickly, and I put it to that tune.
Here, this might be interesting. This I think this song sums up Michael quite well. It's sung by Ringo.
See if he does play this back, we are so dead.
Oh crap!
Hello.
Hi.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
You'll have to watch the stream back.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Right.
Just look at his face.
You guys are such like.
Okay, I'm gonna be looking at what you guys are talking about.
I'm surprised you didn't do that before when you left us on our own.
Right. Hold on a sec.
Oh God, is he? No.
I'm just gonna blame the chat.
Yes, it's all the chat's fault.
They made us do it.
Oh, he's gone. You can probably still hear us anyway.
Well, he's gonna yeah. I'll blacken a bit.
Don't leave me alone with Chris.
Ah!
I'm not trapped on this stream with you. You're trapped on this stream with me. Oh dear. What was that moment of just now?
Oh dear.
I'm a bit concerned that Michael. I don't know how Michael could like go back and watch the stream because it's only supposed to do it when it's finished.
Yeah, well, it appears that he is doing that.
Either that or he's preparing to do something even sillier.
Ugh. That's just menacing there. Tom.
I swear that's going to appear in my nightmares now.
What's Chris making? I am making a Aston Martin DB5. Otherwise
What
known
is
as
he
a James
making?
Bond.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that too.
Whose Thomas's icon is better?
Neither, because they're both Thomas.
Well, Michael's doesn't, give me nightmares, so...
Just clever. Is Thomas without a face?
Yeah, so it's just a train.
Yeah, real steam engines don't have faces.
I had a dream once that Diesel 10 once ripped Thomas's face off.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I mean, you give him a claw, what do you think he's going to do with it? Scratch himself.
I just thought that's how Diesel 10 scratched himself if he's got an itch. Just had a mental image of Diesel 10 scratching his bum with the claw.
Oh, God.
Oh, someone please, like draw this or do it on trains or something. That'd be hilarious.
I'm concerned about the amount of time that Michael's been away. I think we're in trouble.
No, just you.
Stop chewing me ass.
I'm not taking the blame for anything. If I go down, you're going down with me.
Lucas Nolan, was I not the only one that tried to rip the faces off some of the toys? Not intentionally.
Probably not. Probably not.
I mean, to be fair, my old Ertl, Edward, is missing his face, but that wasn't intentional. The sticker faces, if they were well played with, just came off.
Is Michael actually watching his dream back?
Probably.
How?
I don't know, but he must be if he's away this long. Blame Chris as if.
I can get behind this hashtag. To get it trending.
I took the blame for the first time I was on. I'm not taking it again.
You guys are so dead. You guys are so dead.
I was only a spectator.
A spectator? Oh, I heard what you said, mate. I know where he lives. Can't wait to see what he's going to say when he looks back at this playback. Oh. Well played. Well played, Tom. Playing Ringo Starr.
At least he didn't play the Imperial March.
Yeah, well,
he came back too quick, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a very sudden entrance.
Oh.
Whoa! What the hell was that?
Hey, Tom, get your gas under control.
I know you weren't feeling well before the stream started, Tom.
Oh, God. You want to
Hello.
Oh.
You cannot blame me for any of this.
I'd say the one person who disliked this stream here is might differ from that.
I think Tom needs a muffler. Or a doctor, one of the two.
He needs Dr. Foster.
It's not just his prostate he needs examined.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
It's Chris's fault, yes. Well done, folks, yes.
It's Chris's fault. It's always my fault for some reason. To be fair, by most standards, I'm behaving tonight.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I haven't said anything
the chat
crudely
would agree.
offensive yet, so
Yeah, yet is the word that concerns us.
Hashtag blame Chris. Don't make that a trend on Twitter, whatever you do.
I might come and hunt you down if you do.
Well, seeing as you said that you know where I live, Chris, I will actually point out as well, I know where you live as well, so... Like, hey.
Look, I don't know who you are, but I possess very, very specific skills
Really?
in my long career.
What career was that then?
I don't know, I'm just copying what Liam Neeson said. What I do know...
What? What
What
was
the hell
that?
was that?
I didn't even hear that at that time.
What I do know is that I will look for you, I will find you, and I will wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It's a bit early for his birthday yet anyway, so...
Well, give it another month.
Oh yes, it's more or less a month to this day, isn't it?
Nearly.
You got any plans? Oh yeah. Oh wait. Yeah.
Yeah, his plan is aging.
But isn't that technically...
So what did
what
you get
we're
for your
all doing?
birthday? I got older, but that's made me say, oh my god. Oh my god.
So what are you doing for your birthday? I got younger. What?
Baby Pierce. Well, to be honest, like my birthday actually gets taken over by my niece anyway, because like her birthday is like a few days after mine. So,
Oh God.
so yeah, she kind of chooses. Everything's all kind of centered around her, really.
Nobody likes you.
Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. That's true as well.
Well, Chris, as I said, you should have pumped up more videos on YouTube, like instead of just giving up.
I don't care about that anymore. I've got other things to look forward to in my life.
Such as getting your throat cleared out.
Question for Chris: do you take back what you said about the Great Western?
Come on, Chris. I know it's hard.
Okay, I have to think about that.
Well, it wasn't a complete waste of time.
What, the Great Western Railway, or someone trying to make you take it back?
Both.
You haven't said it yet.
What
Yeah.
I'll say is that what I will say is it's less a waste of time than the Sovereign.
You know what? You're the only person.
You know.
Really... Yeah.
Oh dear. I thought this game was going to go so well.
He's the only one who believes in it as well.
It was going so well too.
I was hoping for a good streak tonight, but now Tommy, you literally trying to get my channel hit with a copyright strike.
It would seem like it.
Like if we're live. Oh, there's people in the chat. Hello.
I don't care. I'm backing the stream.
That's what a live stream is, Tom. Hadn't you noticed?
I don't know if people actually looked up to us.
What I think we need to do now is look for a theme tune for Tom.
Oh dear. Actually, I know what mine's going to be.
It depends what it is.
No.
No, it won't be that. It'll be something much worse. It'll be something much worse.
Oh yeah, they used to call me like track someone out of school and things.
Womble Spain.
Sorry, I'll just have an extra 40 weeks.
No, we'll not give you that tune. It's too good.
Underground,
We really are going to get a copyright strike at the end of this.
Well, I do remember I sang during one live stream. I did remember singing Bohemian Rhap, a part of Bohemian Rhapsody during it, and the whole chat started to sing along with me. Remember that, guys?
We heard the William Shatner version of that song.
William Shatner?
Yeah.
Oh. I've heard that one.
Very cool.
It's hard to believe he's nearly 90.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
But
He certainly doesn't look it.
like Mama. Ooh. I need to make you cry.
What I will say about him is he does the most overacting acting of any actor, but he does it in a brilliant way.
Yeah.
He does it so you can take the piss out of him and he wouldn't care. Oh shit.
Yeah, like that.
Just broken something, don't worry.
Oh, grommets.
Oh, grommets.
Poor old Boney. He hasn't been the same since his brain fell off.
Lego, the Lego modelers doing the Womble song in the chat. Well, you can't copyright claim that one, so.
Yeah, we have no control over the chat.
No.
Who's this actor? William Shatner? You've never heard of him?
Oh, here we go.
That's right.
For a start, he was in Star Trek.
Here we go. Big lecture.
Oh,
It's not as if this stream is not to do with models and stuff like that. There, we're just going to be focusing on actors. But yeah.
So people don't know who
Well, I don't know if any of you know, but he appeared in Showtime, the movie.
Yeah.
Where he did sort of a parody of a police officer character he did in the 90s. Or 80s even.
Mind you, I actually remember seeing I was watching Z Cars the other day, the old 60s versions. I remember seeing there was an episode where Arthur Lowe made a cameo appearance. I think it was like one of his early TV roles, I think.
Well, it was certainly before Dad's Army, so...
Yeah, it was like 1964, I think it was. So Dad's Army came about, I think, 67, 66.
You're a Star Wars fan? Well, that's still no excuse for not knowing who he is.
Yeah.
Star Trek ripped off Star Wars.
What? We're not going to get into this argument, Star Wars or Star Trek.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Star Trek's a rip-off of Star Wars. I'm very sure Star Trek came first.
Oh dear. Well, what do you know? You never watched it.
No,
I still know about it.
No, it's true actually. Star Trek was first before Star Wars, so
Yeah.
I've not watched it. Doesn't mean I don't know these pointless facts. And it is a pointless fact, really.
Yeah.
But he's been in other things other than Star Trek, so...
Like Osmosis Jones.
Sorry.
He was the mayor in Osmosis Jones.
Oh, was that him? So I forgot actually. I only saw a small bit of that film. I only saw the TV program that was made after Ozzy and Drix.
Oh, fair enough.
He was also in Airplane 2.
Steve Dax, all are inferior to Space 1999.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Considering that's a Jerry Anderson program, good taste. Good taste.
And he also played T.J. Hooker. That's the name of a cop, believe it or not. Hooker.
Oh, all right.
I can't believe they actually named him that.
I'm sorry. I think you'll find that all sci-fi is inferior to this.
Well, considering I don't like sci-fi.
Oh well, that rules out my talk about Doctor Who then.
Doctor Who.
Exactly.
Doctor Who?
I could be a Time Lord, like that Doctor Chappie. Ooh, that's the one.
Has Paul been doing much recently?
Well, he shaved his moustache off.
So he probably looks a bit more like Barry now then.
No, Barry still had a moustache there, but he grew his moustache back there before he died. I mean, yes, it's a bit grey now, but still there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if he's dead, it would be.
Oh, dear.
Oh. I severely apologise to the Elliot family for that.
I'm confused. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Paul and Barry,
That's their real name.
Yeah, the Elliot brothers. That's what Paul and Barry's real names are.
Oh,
Barry Elliot.
Oh God. I thought you were talking about some. I didn't know what you're talking about. Then I was like, "Who's Paul?"
We were talking about Juggle Brothers.
Oh yeah, I know, but I didn't.
Okay. It didn't twig on to him.
Doctor Who is one of the best.
Sorry, guys. I didn't realize you were talking about
Star Wars is the best movie. Yeah, I suppose. Whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. Well, what about the Doctor Who movie then? Mm-hmm.
That's your opinion, even though it's wrong.
Granted, I will say this though about the just YouTube Bob Steve monetizes video. Actually, don't please. That would be bad.
You think we make money off of this?
To be honest,
Michael doesn't pay us.
No.
Yeah, none of my videos are monetized.
Are they not?
No.
You could be making a fortune.
And we'd see none of it.
Exactly.
That'd be quite sneaky if you were like you were making money off our streams and you just like weren't telling us about it, but we could tell because of the free ads.
Yeah.
I'm guessing by what Lucas Nolan has just said, the Doctor Who film wasn't very good.
It was all right.
Well, he says that we do not talk about it.
Well, granted, there were a few errors, like the annoying chipmunk-style Dalek voices at the very start.
Exterminate!
But there was a very good fan version I've seen where I actually had they had proper Nicholas Briggs style Daleks at the start, but it was what was it called now? Was it the Remembrance of the Daleks? Like the white Daleks you see from the Remembrance of the Daleks series episode. I had those on screen. They were actually quite good. Plus, the opening theme song isn't that bad. I mean, Hume Doctor Who theme played for the first time in orchestra. I thought that was good.
I'm going off for a joke. Hang on. Like, you know Doctor Who jokes? It's like do.
Okay.
Sorry. I knew it was awful.
You just think that Tom expects a very big reaction to all these jokes.
They're laughing. They might be just typing, but they're laughing.
It's not them, though, that matter. It's us.
Oh, who cares what you think?
What, the audience doesn't matter?
No, you don't matter. I said not.
Yeah, we kind of need the audience. What's the point of doing the stream?
Imagine if Tom went on to Britain's Got Talent. He would get the 4 buzzers before he even said the joke.
Well, to be honest, Chris, if you went on Britain's Got Talent, that you would get the full buzzers before you even get on stage.
I don't care. I don't want to be on it. No, they would press the golden button before I got on stage.
Then they'll just say, "Oops, sorry, my finger slipped."
Get your finger out.
That doesn't count. It doesn't count.
No, we pressed the button for the previous contestant. Go away.
This confetti is not for you. You don't deserve it. Put that confetti back in. Take that confetti out of your pocket. It's not yours.
You do not get confetti. Confetti is for winners.
No confetti for you. Right. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually the first time for like I'm actually doing probably like TV series style modeling.
Like Mike for insult comedian.
I don't know.
See, even the fans are against you now.
Hashtag no confetti.
Mike for insult comedian.
That's what we just said.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, you do. Now we know.
Well, knowing is half the battle.
It is actually.
Need I remind you guys that this is a modeling stream. We actually are meant to also provide helpful tips to the viewers.
Okay, don't get water on your railway.
Oh, sorry.
Make sure you plug in the electrics.
There was a team on oh bloody hell, Great Model Railway.
Chris sounds like Muttley.
Hang on a sec.
Oh.
Hello.
Hang on. Right, carry on. Carry on, what you were saying?
Oh no, he was saying don't get water on your railway. It's like, but wasn't there a layout on the Great Model Railway Challenge that had water on the track?
Yeah.
So
they had a purpose for that though, and for I thought that was actually quite a good method.
Christopher Live sentence. Where's he gone?
Oh, I took him out for a bit because I couldn't hear what Ben was saying.
He has been purposely muted.
Yeah, let us all embrace the quietness for a bit.
Yeah.
All right. Don't worry. Chris is still here, but it's just that I've just removed him for a little bit.
Sorry, guys.
Right.
Stepney fan 55,
I swear.
Great Western Hater has left. I misread that as Great Western Hatter.
Oh. Right. Should I bring him back on? Has he learned his lesson?
Never.
Hang on, he's missing. He just sent me a message there. He just messaged you arse. Let me back in, he says. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, chat. Do you think we should let Chris back on?
Should we let him in, folks?
Let me in. Let me in.
No.
No, go away.
All right, hang on a second.
We'll get that done.
Hashtag you will regret it. All right, here we go. All right.
We'll regret it.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, let him back in. Okay. All right, have you learned your lesson?
That was not nice.
I know it wasn't, but did you learn your
It wasn't
lesson?
meant to be.
I have no lesson to learn.
Well, remember, Chris, I control the stream now.
Until I find out how to hack it.
No.
We know he lives, so.
Stepney fan 55. No, not by the hair of my chimney, chim chim. God.
God, we're all for croats tonight.
Yeah. Have we actually done anything tonight? Nothing was.
Well, I've made a pub. Well,
I know Chris is working on it.
I'm sort of getting there. I mean, considering that I had this bloody A4 play up on me, I'm doing quite well.
Stepney fan 55. It's not nice to insult the Great Western and the Southern Railway. No, it's not.
Yeah.
You can
But they
stop one.
were. No, it's more the Southern I have a hater for.
Oh, God, here we go again.
Why?
Do you want to get kicked off again? Don't make him do it.
So maybe turn my machine on.
The mouse button's right here, Chris. Oh, dear.
You will
Be
fall
honest,
in
that-
line.
To be honest, I'm more concerned about what I'm doing here.
Well, you're here in Model's Corner to make a model kit. That's kind of...
That's not what I meant.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's what is this? Not Modeler's Corner? God.
The way I look at it is the LMS is the best, LNER second best, Great Western's third best, and the Southern's the worst.
Well, that you're entitled to your opinion, however wrong it is.
Exactly.
Let us all agree on one thing.
V2s are shit.
No. To be honest, Chris, there's actually an engine far worse than E2.
What, the bullied leader?
No.
Well, that was pretty bad.
No. What we should say is like you two are Irish. Your opinions don't count.
Oh!
Sorry.
Oh!
Let me.
No thanks.
I thought Chris Ian Green's comment about me working on Thomas was a bit strong in the event. You remember that, Ben?
Yeah, I don't think I was there to see it, but I saw someone's recording of it.
Yeah, if you don't know what I mean, guys, look up the Tugs event from last August. You'll find out it's quite funny.
Yeah.
And also for the record, I actually staged my rage during that there, so it's not. Me and Chris Ian Green, we're still good friends. And yeah, he's still. I promise to have a pint with him next time I'm over.
Leader is the best. Get out. Have you seen the leader?
Anyway, as I was saying, the worst engine, in my opinion, that is very stupid, is the Pacers.
Yeah,
But they're
Yes.
not staying.
I don't care. They're a crap design. They're just buses on rails. That's all I can describe them as.
I mean, the Pacers were rubbish, but we were talking about steam engines.
I know, but we're like, it doesn't matter if you were talking about steam engines. I'm still saying the Pacers were the bad ones.
I think what Michael's saying is he's just trying to find some common ground here.
Yes, I'm trying to. I'm trying my best, folks. I'm all 13 people there who are still watching. I'm trying my best.
Well, I think there should be another piece of common ground, and that is the Black Fives are the best.
I'm trying to make it easy for me.
No, that's gonna be. I've had this thought for a while actually. Like, because they're saying when Henry went away, went to Crewe, there was talk of whether he actually came back or whether Henry was like a new engine. And I kept thinking, yeah, imagine William standing there saying like now, repeat after me. What's your name? Henry. How did you crash? I hit some brake fans.
No, you got that wrong. Bad Henry. Bad engine. You hit a brake van. Not brake vans, a brake van.
Nah, Terriers are the best. Actually, Terriers are quite good. I'll give you that.
Okay, now we're on the right track. We're back on track now.
There were some engines from the southern region that were all right, but they were mainly those built before the southern even existed. So,
well, they were still southern. The name.
Terriers were so good. The Great Western had some.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Prove me wrong.
I think the only real
you can learn all about this from your local Hornby catalogue.
I think the only real problem with the Terriers was the firehole door being so low, but
no, there's nothing wrong with Terriers. Nothing.
Well, don't dish the Terriers, Chris, because we'll have Max Davis coming on the stream giving you
he'll bump you on the wall and give you what for.
No, he'll just show you his army.
Bring it on.
Jeez, you're well up for a fight, aren't you?
What was it when they were when Chris and Co were talking about the P class coming out, and they were talking about there were more P classes coming out of Hatton than were actually built.
Yeah.
Something fishy going on. Do you think they're building an army? Nah, they're going to have a flank kipper.
Who is the best Terrier? If you answer wrong, you die. Well, I'm guessing by your username, StepneyFan55, it's Stepney.
No, the best one's Fenchurch.
I was going to say Boxhill.
I was actually going to say Box Hill.
Okay, Box Hill was never rebuilt. I think so, actually, yes. Because Fenchurch had been rebuilt and then got unrebuilt. And
I'm just going to go and say that all Terriers are the best.
that's probably the safe answer, to be fair.
It's also true.
Right, here's
okay.
Here's
the T9s were quite good as well. Sorry, what was that?
I was going to say here, what was the last steam engine you actually remember you were ever on the footplate driving before the lockdown?
Oh, the one in Poland.
Right. This doesn't count for most railway engines, Chris. Now, so don't say your engines.
What you mean, actually driving it, or on the footplate at all?
I'd say like driving and on footplate.
The Andrew Barclay at Stradbally.
Okay.
Good one.
Mine was the Austerity tank on the Bodley Railway, on the Midland Railway.
Mine was. Mine was footplate ride on one of the cabless Hundlets at Barla.
All right. Actually, I do actually remember driving a Hunslet in Wales one time.
I've driven I've driven Trojan.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! What's the Trojan? No, that's
what was the engine called again?
No, I've driven Bonnie Prince Charlie.
Bonnie Prince Charlie?
When it was still in Steam.
All right.
And I drove I thought it was cool, but it's like it looks I'll find it later. But yeah, mostly because I was the first time I drove an actual proper standard gauge steam engine about 11.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're doing this thing called the Young Volunteers at Didcot.
Right.
And part of the one of the treats of that week was after all the work you did, you get to drive the train up and down twice, I think.
Cool.
Oh, I miss those days. Well, I don't know if I'd go back to volunteering at Didcot, but you know.
Something that kind of remind me. If you guys remember, folks, regular viewers of Modeller's Corner, if you remember in some of my previous streams, I said that the Reverend Audrey's Model Railway was up for was part of an auction of prizes for the Falcon Railway's virtual auction thing, and it was like one of the prizes. So like if you bid high on this, you and 7 other people get a chance to operate it for part of a day. The bidding ended some time ago and it reached up to like about, I think it was like £700.
£700 for
no, sorry, not 700. I think it was like it was either 700 or 900. I can't remember, but
that's still a lot.
Don't you mind?
It's just this track. There's layout and things.
Ah! Oh,
right.
You're not bleeding, are you?
No. I just burnt myself. Don't worry.
All right. That's my line, Chris. Don't steal my lines. But
boom, boom.
It was actually Tom's line originally.
You just remind me that Tom. We were chased for miles by the boom boom plane.
They tried to signal to them, but they just kept dropping bombs on us.
I don't know why, but Gruber's little tank had just come into my mind. From Hello Hello.
Right.
And the driver you never see.
And never will see.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, bollocks. No, what I've done basically was I was soldering some wire onto my tank wagon, and what I've actually done, I've undone the solder that was holding the buffer in place. It's fallen out.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
How?
Well, because it's the whole thing is white metal with a brass sheet. And I've got my soldering on about like 400 Celsius, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So, yeah. Now I've got to do that all over again.
Right.
Now, wait till it's cooled off first. But apart from that, can I borrow the camera for a second, Mike?
Yeah, hold on.
Do you have to?
Yeah.
Yes, he does, Chris.
I've,
You're not in charge of this stream.
do you see a difference?
That's what you think.
Yeah, I see the difference.
Before, it was just like just a plain tanker, but I put the wires around it.
It does actually look a lot better, actually. I will grant to say that. It looks pretty awesome.
A bit. I've still got some tidying up to do, but yeah. So it looks a bit like... It looks a little more like this one.
So what livery are you going to paint it in?
In black.
Oh, you're going to make it into the tar wagon then?
Well, tar oil, but I've already got the if I show you. Well, this one I've painted white.
Aye.
That's gonna be milk. How I'm gonna do the lettering, I've got no idea.
Aye.
But yeah. Okay,
Bye,
bye,
Patrick.
All right, Patrick, bye. And don't worry, we'll blame Chris even though he hasn't done anything.
Who's Patrick?
Yeah, we'll get hashtag blame Chris trending.
I will find you.
No,
Good
you
luck.
won't.
I already know where you live, so
Oh.
you're.
I'm done with the camera now, Mike. You want?
All right, sorry.
He doesn't want it anymore.
It's not your birthday anymore. Yeah, I can't wait till the actually.
Oh,
I think if
Gish tight.
bless you, you interrupting bonk. Yeah.
I'll sneeze if I wanna.
We're gonna do it quietly.
How can you sneeze quietly?
I mean, you can hold it in, but it hurts.
Well, yeah, but the point is you don't want to like. You want people thinking you got COVID or something. I'm joking. That's not what the symptoms.
You shouldn't kill considering you've had it.
No, Chris, come on.
No, just don't cough or sneeze. Be like 2319. We got 2319.
Oh God.
To be fair, that's what I do a lot. Like whenever I hear someone coughing, I just shout 2319.
And how do they react?
Probably scared for their lives,
Yeah.
considering they don't know what the hell he's on about. I'll tell you what, this has been an interesting night. To put it mildly.
What
There's
about
one word for it.
I don't know, interesting. I say more just knocking about, but
What I think it's fairly safe to say that Michael will be on his own next week.
yeah.
Well, I don't know if there will be. I don't know if there will be another stream next week because I've kind of run out of kits to make up now. So
Buy some.
I know, but I've other stuff to be bought at the minute. So
What about that troublesome truck you were talking about? Oh no.
What do you think I'm making right now?
We're making actually. I don't know. I never looked.
Well, it's nearly finished
What
building.
do you think I'm making
Oh.
right now? A mess.
You're making it. Okay. My bad.
Yeah, I'm making it right now. So
Oh, sorry. I've been.
so where is that piggy book?
But just so I've just been so busy, with the talks of William Shatner and Ringo calling you a bastard, that kind of thing. Just
I think I missed that bit. But yeah, once I've got all like properly assembled here, this I'm gonna make it look like one of these troublesome trucks. Because I grew up seeing these in my childhood. I thought they were great. Yeah,
Oh dear.
troublesome truck does not approve of your.
It does not approve of your shit.
troublesome truck is love. Troublesome truck is life.
Because to be honest, like this is one thing I will say about the series one troublesome trucks. You knew that they were actually going to be like they were going to cause trouble, whereas the ones you see later on, they're like, oh, they're just funny little characters. But like, yeah, when you see these characters, you know you're in for some bad.
This thing looks bloody evil.
It's
But how scary is it though? Because the first time you see the face in the clay face in series 2 is when it's in Thomas Percy in the coal, and it's literally like I think a truck's being pulled away, and his face is like slowly revealed.
Yeah, I think it was just like maybe a wagon was shunting into place, and you just see it like looking across the yard to Toby.
Get you.
You're next, Toby, he says. No, I'm not. Wait until series 3, then you'll have your revenge. It's Keith for Project G1. God, I remember watching that.
Yeah, that was unsettling is a word I'd pick.
Yeah. Come on, get on there, you.
What has amazed me is that nothing has gone horrifically wrong yet.
So why did you get kicked off the chat?
Well, considering I got back on, I think that went rather well.
Well, I thought that went pretty well. You put the man in a bloody coma. Yes, that's why I thought it went pretty well.
Something I'd love to do at some point is to get a figure made of the thing geeks.
Yeah, that'd be quite funny.
Now, Stevie. It's Diesel.
Oh, are we having a slumber party? No.
Is your dog going off again, Chris?
Yeah, that's the other one.
Oh,
She does not like things outside being moved.
okay. No, you cannot move this.
Squirrel, you can't move my peanuts.
It's like the Earl of Lemongrab from Adventure Time. This is unacceptable.
I know people like Adventure Time. There must be something to it if it's been quite popular, but I just can't get into it. I really can't.
That surprises me. You seem like the kind of person who would be into it.
Well, I've watched it. It is actually quite good. There actually are some episodes that actually are going to like a very serious plot line in that there, but yeah, there are some that's just funny.
I think the problem for me is it's the animation. I know you can't really go by just animation style, but it just really puts me off.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
I think it looks really
I
good.
can't explain why. But, if people like it, I'm not going to, say, oh, this is rubbish, you can't watch it. It's like, no, if you want to enjoy it, you enjoy it.
No, you can't.
Same as people who like the Sovereign. If they want to like it, I'm not going to stop them.
Yes, we've been over this.
You wouldn't talk to them, would you?
There's a guy here in the chat there who wants you to be turned into a troublesome truck, so be good. Be good for the last 15 minutes.
I'll think about it.
Oh, God help next week's stream.
If there is one.
But there isn't one next week.
But you never know, there might be.
We'll find out.
That's the problem, though. I mean, I don't think. I know. Is it right that you need 1,000 subscribers to host the stream or not?
To be honest, I have no idea. I never really.
Don't think so.
I never really took the whole subscribe, get all the subscribers out there and get the button or whatever you call it thing. I never take interest in that sort of stuff.
Well, because you've already got well over 1,000 anyway, so that wouldn't be an issue. But I've got like a paltry 500, but then I don't do anything with my channel, so.
Well, that would explain.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris? You've barely done anything.
I never said I did.
I've got to be honest, I always felt like in the videos you two did, I felt like it was mostly Mike doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's most of the case. Like, yeah.
Michael's doing all the work.
It's the same now.
Chris is just the face.
So the only comments Chris gets on his channel nowadays is when is part 2 of QEU coming out.
That's something you've done for him. Or?
Yeah, it was an old Thomas video that we did. Mind you, I'll give you this though. At least like one of our videos have been was made into a fan, did a fan version of it.
Can I be honest?
What?
I've never watched it.
What, QEU?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
You're not missing much.
Oh, good.
Be honest. Well, it was my first ever Far Cry Branch's first unveiling.
I've not even watched the. I've not even read the Extended Railway series.
I've only read like a few of them, but I haven't read them all.
To me, it just feels like any other sort of Railway Thomas fanfic to me.
Yeah.
Right. So we're saying Thomas meets new engines, and the island gets bigger all of a sudden. But there's a new place that's never been seen before. Oh, there's an engine that's been in the woods for years. Never like.
Max's model railway number 46201. How's Toby's pub coming along?
It's going fine now. It's I'll just put the primer on here, so I'll.
It sure is a pub.
Yep. I'll bring it up in reset here because I'm just about nearly finished assembling this.
Well, you're lucky. I'm only really getting started on this.
Well, to be honest, you've made
You're quite lucky.
To be honest, I am quite lucky considering the trouble I've had with this A4. Now I'm going to say hateful things about the LNER next.
Then there was silence.
I wouldn't. I'd watch your word.
And then there was trouble.
And then there was a massive explosion.
Sorry, I'm just trying to work out. Should I put a tap on the top of it or not?
Yeah, Tom, I think the fact that, you keep making that noise and it's making the bench shake, go see it.
Oh.
That is the worst case of gas I've ever seen.
You can see gas.
I felt it from over here.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. That's
oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Was it the fella that says that he and William Shatner don't get on?
George K.
William Shatner seems to have something shocking for him.
Oh, well damn it.
What have you done now?
No, I think he had something for this.
I'm telling you this, we are not going to be on next week at this rate.
We're going to get permanently banned.
That seems to come up all right there, that. So that's the pub now with its black undercoat there, so it'll make things a lot easier for when it comes to painting the whatever
thing. The thing.
Yeah, this panel work thing that you see.
That doodad.
That doodad there, yes. This thing me what's it?
That reminds me of one of the most ridiculous Warhammer models I've ever seen. It was the fantasy army for the dwarves, and it was just some kind of automatic axe throwing machine.
Oh,
and
right.
Came up with the nickname the Dwarven Killamajig.
Jeez. Right, I'll just add a bit of super just to give that extra strength.
Question for Mike by Stepley Fan. If biofusion exists, will you make Chris become a truck because he is so troublesome?
Which one? The mouthless ones or the other type?
The mouthless ones, we don't have to hear him.
Well, they all had mouths.
But in the G1 ones, I think they got that mixed up by accident.
You know, if you look at Magic Railroad, you know the bit when Thomas bangs the trucks into the buffers.
Yeah.
You know, if you've seen the bit when he just about bumps them, you can see on the front truck where there's like glue marks where the one of the plastic faces used to be.
All right.
Yeah. Well, the play faces a bit. Sorry. Just an idea.
As you say, I'm troublesome. I'm no more troublesome than anyone else on here.
Yeah. That's undoubtedly true.
I think Ben's actually the best behaved of us.
Well, considering he's the one who has great talent in his work.
Yeah.
Well, you have to say that, don't you?
Talent, he says.
Hey, you restore the Tugs models, all right, to like a factory. If that's not talent, I don't know what is.
Is that why they're still broken?
Oh!
Sorry. I don't know.
Count to 10. 1, 2.
No, he's the one meant to count, Chris, not you.
Well, what about when Soviet Wombos insulted Cyanide and Cyanide started doing that? Oh no, come on. F you, I'm a YouTube phenomenon. Oh well, in that case, user disconnected.
Oh, just for that.
Just kicked them off.
Yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about, Soviet Wombo's live stream.
Weird.
It's quite funny, actually. If you look at the videos up online, it's actually quite good. Wait, have you seen his recent one, Chris?
Sure, he hasn't put a new one out since a couple of weeks ago.
That's what I mean. Have you seen that?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Okay, just asking.
Well, don't.
Oh.
Max's model railway, you need a catapult for the orcs. Might have run out of a wee bit of room on the boat. Got so many guns on it.
Right, I'm not sure what to do with this Aston next, so I'm just going to leave it there.
You'll have to get some auto spray paint for it.
Sure, I've got an airbrush. I can get it painted.
I was going to say, but you can actually get proper Aston Martin grey. Get the proper stuff from.
It's only an Airfix model.
Why not get Skeletrix or something?
He hasn't been converted to that yet.
Skeletrix. That came out a bit weird.
Say no more.
I wish he would.
Well, as I say, I think. As I was saying,
Finish. You're gonna finish.
Shut up.
I can't finish.
Considering the trouble I've had with Mallard, I think I've done pretty well getting to the stage I have.
Could be worse.
I reckon if I just had gone with the Aston in the first place, it'd be finished by now, but oh well. There's next time.
Still, at least it was Mallard. It could have been worse. You could have had Blue Peter.
What, the one that blew a cylinder?
Yep.
Oh, well, it could have been worse. I could have had a Western.
You know what's even funny as well here? Like, the real life Blue Peter, failed, but it was funny because the Blue Peter's model railway version of Blue Peter, it also failed as well. In fact, it's been failed for quite a long time.
But the thing is, with the real Blue Peter, the locomotive, the television program actually donated towards its repairs.
In fact, I actually was going to say, in fact, I actually contacted Blue Peter during the lockdown, asking them whatever became of their model railway layout, because the last time it was ever seen, it was during the 90s.
It's probably in a bin somewhere now.
Well, I don't know really, but I just said to him, like, is it still around? Do you guys still use it at times? And they got back to me. I'm actually quite surprised. One of the presenters got back to me, and says, "Oh my god, what a memory I was like, I don't even know if it still exists." Because like since we moved TV stations, like, we don't know how much of the original model, the original props that there got moved, so we don't know at all for sure whatever became of it.
Well, if you can't see it, there's a good chance it's gone.
Well, that's the problem though, because storage is always getting more and more expensive, especially if you have to store it off-site.
Are you sure the BBC rents their storage?
Well, I'm just saying storage in general.
Well, to be honest, considering they're charging the people who own the storage tanks their TV fees, their TV license, like, so. Do you watch BBC? Yes. Have you paid your fee? There's a fee.
Let's not go into that. That's slightly political.
Speaking of Blue Peter, I once served one of the presenters at work.
All right.
And he was a bit upset because I didn't recognise him.
Oh.
Wow.
It's Simon Thomas. It's a recent one.
All right.
He's famous right now for doing a book about his wife's leukemia and things.
Oh yeah.
His wife's passing, and it's about his wife's passing. It's got his face on the cover.
All right.
No, I'm joking.
I'll see that for another time. Right. So,
what I might as well do is bring Duke of Kent and Atlas on. They might as well see us out. And the Super D. I'll bring the Super D in. And I suppose I'll bring Ballard in as well, despite the pain that she's caused tonight. Despite all the swearing at it.
Bring back the pug, people are saying.
Hang on.
Paint it red.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see an E-type pug.
I'm not going to live that one down, am I?
No.
No,
you're not. Oops. Right, I think that will do for this evening. So let's. Well, Chris has already shown his progress. Let's see all our progress so far. So, Ben, let's see your progress for tonight.
Right, okay, well, if you can call it much progress. Start getting the silver done on this one.
Is that a chainsaw? Oh, no,
yes.
It's a claw.
It's a claw and a saw.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's sort of meant to be like an augmented one.
That's pretty awesome.
It's to go on this workshop diet. Hang on, let's get these paints out of the way.
It's like a
go
man
on
off.
to go on this diorama. So the story behind it is that he's made too many mistakes, so he got lobotomized.
You should call him. Oh, what's the guy's name from Evil Dead?
Oh, Ash.
Ash. Yeah.
Now what was it? Almost done this one.
I like the little bandage on his foot there. That's quite good.
Yeah, he's got his feet wrapped in bandages.
Do you know? I've actually got the perfect name for that guy.
What this one?
No. Well, he's Ash, but the other one. Call him Noddy. Call him Noddy.
Oh, yeah, because the blue hat.
The blue hat.
Oh God!
Paint a little paint a little gold bell on that, and then that's it. That's Noddy. That's
I'll just get a little ball of putty on it.
It's like that's what happens. That's what happens when Noddy turns into a goblin.
Noddy the goblin. We just take that off. Did finish. Little what on that? Is that going to show up? There we go.
The guy on the bench. That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's the one I finished just earlier. There we go.
I got big hammer. Give me that from Mallard.
I got me hammer.
Send him over here and fix Mallard for me.
Oh, you got me hammer. Oh, hey, did you? By the way, did you paint an F on that bomb? By the way,
hang on. Let's see.
The F bomb.
Yeah, he dropped the.
Come on, come on. I don't know if that's showing up. Just about there.
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yes, there it is. Good on you.
You really have to look for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dropped an F bomb.
And then the boss one there just yelling at everyone, saying, "Oh, you dropped your name, you stupid kids!"
What do you think I'm paying you for? You're not paying us at all. We're both slaves or victims of war.
What do you think I'm paying you for? You don't pay us, sir. I mean, allowing you to live for.
That's good.
And that is my stuff.
Okay, Tom, let's see your progress.
Right, well, I sort of upset him a little bit, but I think he'll be fine.
Oh,
I was trying to fix the buffer, but if you look at it, I've had to I've put a little bit too much solder, so I'm having to kind of have to file that down a bit just get it to the right shape. Apart from that, I've done the most difficult bit, which is putting the straps around it, and I've just got to put a few more brass wire around connecting it to these bits to the frame, and then that's it. Make me smile.
Okay.
You could call it Carl Pilkington, like the car wagon. All right. Yeah, that's me done for this evening.
Okay.
Right.
And Chris?
Well, I might as well bring it out again just to show you the progress. Wish I hadn't put it away yet. Get out! It's always a terrible thing with me, but yes. If I could persuade it to come out, so I just made the bottom end for the Aston tonight, and that's pretty much as far as I got because this thing wouldn't cooperate tonight. So, but in case anyone's wondering, that's Mallard. That's a Super D. That's a Filer Road Loco. That's a Borrow Road Loco. And well, I don't really need to explain what this one is.
Yeah.
I think of all of them, this is the chat's favourite one.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
right, and from my end here, I've like I said, I've got the Toby Jug pub built. Yeah, okay, whatever. Got the Toby Jug pub built up there, so it's in black primer at the minute, so it'll make things a lot easier for me to paint up. And then I'll get the windows spray painted yellow, which I'll do that then afterwards. But other than that, we got a chosen truck now in the process. We have a truck now made up here, ready to go into painting stages, and I'll see if I get a little face made up for it and make it look all grim and troublesome. And just to give it some company, I've made another one as well. So I made another one last week there. So it's not the same as it's not the same as this one though, because I ordered this.
It's just like Happy Little Trees. It needs a friend.
Yeah. This one I ordered by mistake though, because I got the type of kits mixed up by accident there. So I got the right one there for this build here, but I like this one. Don't want to waste a wagon kit. So I'm not wasting a wagon kit. So, and that's us. That's us now for Modeller's Corner this week. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and thank you guys for coming along.
Do you really? After what we've done?
Yeah.
we will be punished severely.
Yes.
No, you will.
Yeah. Well, Chris will be anyway.
Blame Chris.
I didn't do anything except offend anyone who likes the Great Western and Southern.
Was that show called Everybody Hates Chris?
Well, if it isn't, it is now.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay, guys. All the best. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week if there is another Modeller's Corner next week. But we'll see. Okay, guys. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Stay safe.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.